When you cut on the social media, it looks like everybody hates you and nobody's together. But in the world that we live in, that just quite isn't the truth. The world is finding out what Juneteenth is and not quite yet know how to celebrate it, right? So I thought about how cool would it be if we can find a common ground with affordable housing and we celebrate Juneteenth by building affordable housing in these neighborhoods.
Just prices continuing to soar, and being retired, you're just wondering, okay, is all my retirement income going to be spent on a place to live? And I saw an article in the Greenville News about them building in the Nicholtown community. And it's a community that I lived in as a child. And so I submitted an application and I was accepted into the program. I had lost hope, really, of being a homeowner. So it was a dream come true for me.
They're doing what we believe Jesus was doing, Nicholtown as a community. And so we say we want to be a part of that, and then that way we can be a part of their ministry too. So anytime we can do that, we feel like we are connecting the ministry and vision that Jesus had and has to our particular context here in Greenville. And we think that's the good news, that's the gospel.
I love the fact that I get to get my hands dirty in my community and knowing that this is happening in thousands of communities outside of here. And I get to meet the families and see the difference that it makes for them. But really seeing that a community can come together to make a big difference, to make an impact. And it takes everybody's time, talent, treasure, right? Everybody has something to give at Habitat, and that's what I love, is bringing it all together. People that wouldn't normally interact get to interact at Habitat.
Whether it's redlining or deed covenants, why do these black communities have lack of resources? And I thought it was very important because once you figure out why it was designed or how it was designed, then we can do some of that healing, and then we can do some of that community building on top of that. It is other communities that are suffering from the same plight as the black communities, and black communities don't own the disparity token, but we can also help those communities because we've been there before.
I think the timing, 40 years of Habitat for Humanity here in Greenville, Juneteenth Build, the timing is impeccable to engage people who may find themselves hopeless, but can drive by a spot in our community that they had their hands in the soil and were able to raise a building, to put a roof on a house and see a family sit on the porch. I don't think it gets any better than that. And I think it engages us in the best way possible. It engages the physical man, but it engages the spirit of community. And that's what it's all about. And we're able to watch that happen really one nail at a time in the houses that are being built.